What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Let's Go Devils podcast. In today's episode, we're going to be going over what every single Metro team needs to do to succeed and take a step forward in the 24-25 NHL season. Also, we're going to be highlighting the important factors of the last couple preseason games for the Devils. Obviously, they flew over to Prague in Czech Republic this past weekend, but they defeated the Rangers with their AHL team. Jeremy Brodeur looked solid. Also, sorry for missing some time. I was out sick, but let's get into it. Okay, so the main meat of today's episode, we're going to be going over the main thing each NHL team or Metro team needs to do to succeed in this upcoming season. So I have a couple of things highlighted that I'm going to talk about and what they need to do to take that step forward that NHL fans might want them to do or their fans might want them to do. So first we're going to talk about a team near and dear to my heart, the New Jersey Devils. So I'd say number one for them is they need to play physical. They need to keep doing what we have seen in the preseason. Keep pounding though with that meat line of Bastian, Cotter, and Nason. That has looked amazing. They've been really just keeping it together, playing physical. They've even scored a couple goals here. That line is going to be so important for the Devils this upcoming season. They're really going to take the weight off that top six and allow the top six to score. They're going to drive force, they're going to be annoying, they're going to be pests, and they're going to allow the Devils to win a lot of games. I also have for them goaltending. Obviously, goaltending's been a problem for them for years now, since Brodeur has left them. But goaltending, obviously, in these first couple games, fans have been a little concerned with the play of Jacob Markstrom. I think he's looked fine. Not great, but it's preseason. Take it with a grain of salt. Jake Allen didn't look great at all in that Islanders game. Again, it's preseason. Take it with a grain of salt. But I think that, maybe it's a little bit of concern with the past that we've had and what many fans, have seen the last couple of years with the goalies. They're scared. They're frightened. Not going to lie, I wasn't too scared, but you never know. So take that with a grain of salt. I think they'll be fine. But they need Jake Allen or Nico Daws and Jacob Markstrom to step it up this season and play out of their minds. If this Devil team wants to succeed, not even play out of their minds, just play at their best. The number two team I'm going to go over, the Carolina Hurricanes. So what they're really struggling at, a lot of people are looking at as their bottom six. Obviously not a lot of big names, but they have a lot of big scorers. And what they want to do to succeed is use those big scorers and they have the best D in the Metro, and it's not even particularly close. Jacob Slavin is probably the best defensive defenseman in the NHL. So they really need that top six to carry that line there. Aho, Svechnikov, and so on and so forth. To really drive force for that team, I also have goalies need to really step up as well. Obviously, Frederick Anderson played pretty well in the regular season for them. Not as much in the postseason. Peter Kochetkov as well. He's solid, but he's going to need to take a step forward if the Carolina Hurricanes want to compete in this top three of a tough metropolitan division. The third team I'm going to go over, the New York Islanders. A lot of teams have high expectations for them. If you listen to this podcast regularly, and the first three episodes here, I kind of have them a little lower. I think they're a little overrated. I think them and the Capitals are actually a little overrated. I just think the Islanders, they're the same team as they were last year with an addition of a 40-point score. Not a 40-goal score, a 40-point score. And they're saying they're going to easily come top three. I just don't see it happening. But they can if they do. If Sorokin, obviously, yes, Sorokin had a down year last year and they finished top three, but it was a weaker Metro division with teams struggling. Obviously, I'm a Devils fan. It's a little bit biased, but I just think this team's a little bit overrated. But that's not what we're talking about today anyway. What I'm going to talk about what they need to do to succeed, and that's score. Score. They don't play fun hockey. They don't play fun hockey. They're not gonna score flashy goals. But if they want to win, they're gonna have to. They have the players that can with Matt Barzal, Bo Horvat. Honestly, can't do that. I'm gonna be honest. But they have, and Noah Dobson's excellent. And then so Sorokin also needs to play better. Varlamov, keep doing what he's been doing. He was awesome last season. And Sorokin just needs to play better, and this team, they could finish top three if the Capitals play a little less, but they've actually looked pretty good in the preseason. As you know, I hated on them the first three episodes, maybe for no reason, because they actually are a pretty solid team. I just think they're going to struggle to score. Coming in at number 4, in no particular order, obviously, but this is just a list of teams. The Rangers, what they need to do is they need to just repeat what they did last year. Everything they did last year, just do it again. You were President's Trophy winners, do it again. Shesterkin, excellent year, do it again. Quick, excellent year behind him, do it again. Panarin, 140, almost 140 point scorer, do it again. The only thing that they can maybe do better is Zibanejad can maybe play better. Kreider can kind of put a couple more in the back of the net. They're going to have to, and the division got harder. The Capitals got better. The Islanders, quote-unquote, got better. The Devils got better. The Flyers, kind of got better with the addition of Mitchkay Metkov, Russian phenom. And the Penguins kind of staying the same, but it's the same division, but tougher. So just do what you did again with a little extra, and you can probably come out on top again. Number 5, the Capitals. What I would want to see for them to succeed is goal scoring. They need to put the puck in the back of the net if they want to succeed. It's going to be tough. They don't have a lot of offensive firepower. I think the signing of Andrew Mangiapane was actually pretty well for them. I think he's a pretty solid scorer. He had a pretty good season 2 years ago for Calgary with, obviously, rest in peace, Johnny Gaudreau, Sean Monahan, and that whole team over there. He had a pretty solid season, putting a couple biscuits in the net. But I think he could succeed. Maybe Ovechkin wants to break that record this year and scores 43 goals. Yeah. But other than that, Pierre-Luc Dubois is going to have a good season. This season's going to struggle to score at times. They got a pretty good defensive core, John Carlson, obviously Jacob Chychrun now. And I think they have a really good goalie. That's the thing. I think they have a really good goalies, Charlie Lindgren and Logan Thompson. I just watched Logan Thompson kind of shut the Devils down in the preseason. He's solid. Charlie Lindgren's going to have to have another really, really good season for this team to come to the playoffs. And I think they could be a wild card team. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of their play. I think they play kind of similar to the Islanders, a little slow, a little boring. That's not true, though. The Capitals aren't that slow. They're young and they play like an old team. if you kind of, you know what I mean? They're not quick, they're not flashy, but they're young at the same time. They have an interesting play style. It worked last year. Not in the playoffs, obviously. But it worked getting into the playoffs last year. We'll see what they could do with it this year. At number 6, I have the Flyers. For them, what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to score 2. You can use that young talent. They got some goal scorers over there. Travis Konechny obviously could put the puck in the back of the net. Mitchkay Metkov, obviously coming over from Russia now. He's expected to score 25 to 30 goals. I think he'll score in the 20 to 25 range, obviously first year. And the NHL is so much different than the KHL. It's actually insane. The ice is different sizes. The play is faster. It's gonna take some time to get used to. He's obviously an elite goal scorer though. He'll fit right in. I think it's gonna take a little bit of time though. But what I'm most excited to watch is actually that decor over in Philadelphia. It's actually pretty good. It consists, of Jamie Drysdale, Ryan Ellis, and a guy that I would look out for there is actually Nick Seeler. Underrated. He's a physical guy, but he can throw the body around. He doesn't get in many games, but when he does, he makes a difference. Travis Sanheim as well, also a pretty good player over there in Philly. They kind of play physical. They kind of just do their thing. The only thing that's going to hold them back this season is they don't have a real goalie. Carter Hart, obviously, locked up. And we'll have to see what they do in between the pipes there. Number 7, I have the Pittsburgh Penguins. Or, obviously, not number 7. But the 17, I'm going to go over here, the Pittsburgh Penguins. They're obviously an aging team. They're going to have to just do what they did last year, but better. Obviously, they struggled last year down the stretch to really put it all together. Their defense isn't the best. Tristan Jarry is actually a pretty solid goalie. He looked good last year. Obviously, Crosby's still playing at an unbelievable rate. He's still really, really good. He's going to have to keep doing what he's doing. Malkin's going to have to step up. And they're just going to have to have those guys down in the bottom 6 and the important guys in the top 6 do what they did, but better last year. They're going to need Erik Karlsson to step up. I don't think he had a particularly good season great season last year. I think it was fine. They're going to need to have a great season. They're going to need to have that 2022-23 San Jose Sharks season if they wanted a chance to sniff in that playoffs. And then at number 8, I have the Columbus Blue Jackets. So what I want them to do, just play for Johnny. Play for Johnny. Honestly, just such a tragic loss. Play for him. See what you could do. Have fun out there every night and play for Johnny. Okay. So that's every Metro team, what I want them to do to succeed and what they need to do to succeed. So we're just going to highlight it. Devils, physical, lockdown and net. Canes, find rhythm early, score. Number 3, Islanders, Sorokin bounce back, score. Patrick Waugh also to really have that good system. And then the 4th, Rangers, repeat what we did last year with a little extra. Capitals, score more. Lindgren, Thompson, continue success. Number 6, Flyers, use that young talent to succeed. Find that D, use it well. 7, Penguins, step up. Old guys, step up. And obviously 8, play for Johnny. Blue Jackets, go out there, have fun. Okay, so before we wrap up the 4th episode of the Let's Go Devils podcast, I'm just going to quickly go over what I saw the last couple games from the last time I talked to you guys in Devils preseason world. So, the Devils flew over to Czech Republic in Perugia, Sunday. And they held practice that day. They actually had a preseason day of 1 today against the Rangers in MSG. They were tied 2-2 when I started recording. I'm not sure what the score right now. But they won yesterday. And I want to just talk about that real quick. Jeremy Brodeur. How about that, huh? A Brodeur beating the Rangers, shutting them down. How sweet it is, huh? That was pretty fun. Obviously, the Rangers had their AHL team out there, too. It was a Hartford Wolfpack versus Utica Comets game at most, but with the Rangers jersey and the Devils jersey in Prudential Center. But it was pretty. I didn't watch it. I'm a big Mets fan. I was watching the Mets. I was focused on that. I was gonna make an episode yesterday, but it's kind of. I didn't really have time. I was working on some other stuff as well, and tonight as well. Also, shout out to the Mets. I'm a huge fan. I was actually thinking about if you guys would let me know if you would watch that. A Let's Go Mets podcast. I would have a lot of fun on that. Maybe for next season, but today game 1 for the Mets. They win. I think that was all. I'm not going to talk about that too much because that's not what you guys are here for. You're here for hockey. That's your guys' taste. So back to hockey. The Devils are playing tonight in Madison Square Garden. Let's check the score real quick, huh? Hey Siri, Devils score.
The Devils
oh boy.
Rangers 2-5.
Well, the Rangers are playing their actual team tonight, as the Devils can't. 5-2 Rangers now. You kind of expected that. So I'm not going to talk about that at all. What I do want to talk about, though, was that game Friday night against the Islanders at UBS. That got a lot of Devils fans scared. Semyon Varlamov kind of shut us down there. And Jake Allen, man, that was rough. That was bad. That was really, really bad. I think it was, 3 goals on 5 shots. He just didn't look good. It was not good. Yeah. But I don't think we really have to worry. Again, it's preseason. Maybe he's kicking off a little rust, you know. Well, obviously he's kicking off, or maybe he's kicking off a little bit of injury. Who knows? Who really knows what's going on? Obviously, Jack Hughes didn't play in that game. Got fans a little scared, but he's back. He's been practicing. We're all good. And then I think that was it. That was the only other game they had played that week. So that's it. That's episode number 4. I appreciate you guys listening. If you came all the way to the end, make sure you like, subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comment section if it's turned on. I don't know why it's been turned off. If it's turned on, leave your thoughts. Let me know if you listen to the Let's Go Mets podcast, if I make one. That's all for today, though. I'll catch you guys on the flip. See ya.